Okay, so hi everyone. Thank you everyone for attending. And our meeting is starting soon. So here are some reminders. First of all, we record today's meeting for archive purpose. Next, the toilet is located downstairs, opposite of the postgraduate unit. Also, make sure you set your phone in silent mode and be quiet during the phone. Lastly, while the speakers are speaking, kindly stay silent. Now I'll pass to Miss President Zhi Jun.
Hello everyone, welcome to UMTMC 394 meeting. And I'm Zhi Jun, the president of UMTMC. And I saw today's attendance. I'm not sure is this hall too big or the people too less or assignment season. How many are you struggling? Start the new beginnings with lots of assignments and tests. Wow, almost everyone, including me. You just want to see me that I just think I'm rushing for my assignment. Suppose my part had to submit this afternoon, but still haven't finalized, so I'll be rushing. My part, if it's the wrong assignment, then I won't come today. So our meeting theme of today, as I said just now, new beginnings, new 2025. New me, you everyone. I think everyone has the same. So new faces. Perhaps would you like to introduce yourself? You're Chong, right?
My name is Yu, and I'm not a US student, so I don't have an assignment. Sure. But I'm working. So I'm here to learn from everyone how to speak better and communicate better, essentially how to perform myself better. That's everyone is doing right now. So to learn from everyone.
After the break, we have a fun session called the impromptu speech. We call it as table topic. So everyone can volunteer yourself to come, and then we will give the speech the title spontaneously, and then you have 1 to 2 minutes to talk. If you're interested to join, then perhaps you can volunteer. And I would like to acknowledge some external role players. First, we are honored to invite Toastmaster Kelly. From Sunway University. Sunway Toastmaster Club. Okay. As our general evaluator, our big boss today. And next, our evaluator Safura is not here. Okay, never mind. Then with that, without further ado, I will pass the control to our Toastmaster of evening, Toastmaster Koon Yeat.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. President. New year, new me, and new you. Okay. Today, I'm the TMB of the days. So, before we start the meeting, I would like to introduce a little bit about our history of Toastmasters. Toastmaster history has a long time ago, and established by the Russell Assembly in California, USA. For UMTMC, we established when? Anyone knows when is UMTMC established? Pardon? Yes, 2007. Congrats to Elven. It's spontaneous question only. Okay, thank you. Yes, UMTMC is established during 2007 and is established by the help of teachers and the help of MISA and New Idea Toastmaster Club. So, aside of our Toastmaster history, today our meetings will have 3 parts. First is our prepared speech. Second is our table topic. and the third is our evaluations. Before we start our meeting, I would like to ask our role player to introduce their roles. First of all, I would like to ask Grammarian to introduce his role.
Hi everyone, my name is Iman and I will be your grammarian for tonight. I will be taking note of any good selection of words as well as any mispronunciations or grammatical errors. I will also be introducing tonight's word of the day. Since it's the new year and we will be facing lots of new challenges this year, the word for tonight is resilient, which means being able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions. For example, the community showed great resilience in rebuilding. I know all of you have prepared your speeches for tonight, but I hope you can demonstrate a bit of resilience and use this word tonight in your speech. Thank you.
Thank you, our grammarians, Iman. Next, I'd like to invite our counter, Aisha.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the evening. Hi, my name is Alyssa, and tonight I will be your counter. So, my purpose is to note words and sounds that are used as a crutch or pause filler by all speakers. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler words such as and I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I, or this means. At the end of the meeting, I will give my report based on all of my findings. Thank you.
Yeah, Aisha. Now, I would like to invite our timer for our timer introductions.
Alright, hi everyone. Definitely I'm not the timer for today. Our timer is Vashifah and she's the first time timer. So please give her a round of applause, please.
Hi everyone. I'm Vashifah. I'll be the timer today. And I will keep track of your time.
For the first time as a timers. Now, after introduce all our role players, we will start our prepared speech sessions. Today we have 5 prepared speech speakers, and one of them is quite special. 3 of them is quite special. That's 2 of them is going for their icebreaker speech, and 1 of them will going for their difficult audience speech. So, let's also invite our first speaker. Our first speaker will be Eugene. Okay, Eugene, with title Journey to You. Journey to You, Eugene.
Thank you. Does everyone still remember that when you are how you are going to joining this UN? So maybe some of you guys joining through matriculations, and some of you guys joining through A-level, especially for people who are joining from foreign students. So why I'm choosing this topic as my icebreaker speech? Because actually I'm joining, before I'm coming to UM, actually I have joining in 3 different pathways of pre-U, which is in UEC, A-level, and matriculation. So, yes, I'm saying the UEC. So, UEC, obviously, I'm not from a government school during my secondary life. Well, I'm from a Chinese independent school. In Chinese, we call it as Duzhou. So, you guys will be thinking, why I'm suddenly joining here? Because I give up in UEC. UEC, I feel really hectic and really suck because my study is not really good, obviously. And its requirement is really high to go into bachelor degree, which is at least 5 credits, which is quite impossible for me because I always fail. So I skip. After SPM, I skip for UEC and change it into A-level. I'm joining A-level after my SPM certificate got. During A-level, it's quite fun for me because the time is flexible and the most things that I really happy, I finally got device to play during class. Right? During your secondary, cannot play phone. It's really boring. Even you being took from the discipline and then you being punished. But in A-level, it won't. So I'm quite happy during that time. So every day during the class, if the professor is really boring their lecture, yeah, I'm playing phone. Yeah, that's obvious. Until now, I'm also playing. It's really obvious. Sorry, got lecturer here. No, right? Okay, let's proceed. Go lah. No, right? Okay, good. So, during my A-level, it's really fine until July. I got an offer from Matrix. Yeah, I don't know why. It's a coincidence. And I don't have applied for Matrix, but my mom did. So I'm really lucky to get into the Matrix. But at the first time, I refused to join in Matrix. Why I refused? Because I don't know what is Matrix. Serious. Because I'm not from government school. I'm from Chinese independent school, so I don't know what is Matrix at all. So, how did I know Matrix? It's when I'm driving my car to have Chaw with my friend, and my mom suddenly called me. It's really weird because my mom won't call me usually. But that time you call, and then I pick up the phone, and then she said, "Boy, you got Matrix." I said, "What the heck is Matrix? I don't know what is Matrix." And then he keep persuade me to study Matrix. Okay lah, I go Matrix, and then the second day I withdraw my A-level courses and preparing those matriculations requirements. So when I stepping into Matrix, you know the facility lah for the ex-Matrix students, right? No need to more elaborate. Yeah. No water, no electricity, and then the outfit requirement. Maybe some of you guys in other Matrix not really strict, but for us it's really strict. You know, like when we're going out from the door, we need to wear a collar shirt t-shirt instead of a normal t-shirt. You be demerit, I also don't know, I cannot relate. Yeah, you demerit about like 50 marks, I already deduct 200 something marks lah. Just because I'm not wearing collar shirt. Especially when outing, I couldn't relate. But yeah, it's also an experience for me because this is my first time I'm indulged into different kind of vibe of different culture, especially for different ethnics and religion. Since I'm from intermediate school, sorry. So during that time, I really happy also because I get to know more of them. And I also quite a resilient person also because I step out from my comfort zone. Therefore, during this journey to you, I'm quite happy because I learned new things. I learned how to make a transition for myself. And I learned to become grown up in this pre-U journey. So if I want to choose which, okay. If I want to choose which one I want to continue, I will be choosing Matrix, although the facility is really suck, but never mind. I will be glad to proceed to. So thank you everyone for listening to my first speech and the first speech of 2025. So see you in the next speech. Thank you, Eugene. Please stay on the stage. Eugene is his first speech for his icebreaker. So may I invite all of you have a standing ovation for him? Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Eugene. Okay. So now we come to our second speakers. Our second speakers will be Aimaan. Aimaan, with his speech title is Finding My Feet. Okay, Finding My Feet, Aimaan.
So, what does finding my flame mean? Oh no, that's not my same question. Okay, so hello, my name is Aimaan. I have 3 A's in my name because it's supposed to make me stand out, and I am 19 and turning 20 this year, and I am from Petaling Jaya, Selangor. So, yeah, what does finding my flame mean? And before I get to that, let me just tell a little story. So, I like to divide my life into like 2 parts. So, past and current-ish. So first, past. How is past me? How is my life in my first half life? And I would say it's like, but first of all, if you're looking at me, what are your first impressions of me?
Good looking.
Wow, so nice, thank you. But yeah, most first impressions I usually get are, well, alone, loner, reclusive, introverted, and yeah, I can't say I disagree with those first impressions. But I wasn't always like that. I used to be very, I won't be say an extroverted level of activeness, but like quite active. I'll be talking to people, I'll be joining competitions, I'll be joining activities. So basically, quite literally an opposite version of me. And I also had like lots of friends, and yeah, basically like the perfect-ish school life. I just don't have a girlfriend at the time. And things all look great. I have good life, I have a good social life. My school life was okay, I had good grades, and everything was really fine. 17 March 2020. Can someone guess what happened during that time? Correct, you also missed one thing, my birthday, but yeah. How could you? But yeah, basically MCO happened, and virtually anything, like most of the things that I had, all my friends, my grades, all that, kind of just went down the drain. It basically just, yeah, it just disappeared. And yeah, I basically became much more introverted. I mean, not bad thing, but I also became like way more shy, and I basically became a loner, shut in. And it still continued after MCO. Even like the people I used to talk to, we don't really talk that much. So it really it's basically like a never-ending cycle of I don't talk to people, people don't talk to me, and it keeps on continuing. And what doesn't help is that I had a friendship with this one girl in my class. We used to go to same primary school, and we didn't really talk that much, but because we're in the same class and we know each other a bit, so we just talk to each other a bit more. And then, so basically she was my entire social life for like 1 entire year, and yeah, that was not a good sign. And what's worse is that during middle of Form 5, we basically had like some problems in our friendship. So I basically had nothing left to that. So I basically had nothing. I had no friends. My grades were quite poor actually, and yeah, I basically had no one to go to. And well, why not give up? I mean, there's nothing going on in my life. And then someone talked to me. He said, "Hey, do you want to go PG together?" So I said, "Sure, why not?" And it kind of like sparked a light within me, like a flame, so to speak, that talking to others is actually a good thing. Like, someone actually took the time to approach me when I could, instead of like going to any other people. And slowly my life started to change a bit. I started talking to more people. I didn't really join, but I became more active in the current activities I'm in. And, well, yeah, things were kind of looking up, but it was still like a rough patch, because I still really didn't believe that I could like talk to anyone. Like, my entire point the time is relying on others to talk to me, and yeah, that is not a good way to make friends, I learned. And what really put this to the test is that in my pre-university studies, I took foundation in University of MMU, Multimedia University in Sriwijaya, and I basically had, except for one person in high school who was a friend, but even though I was 6 different faculty, I basically had no one. Like, I was basically by myself at that time, and I was like really lost, since I didn't know how to approach. I really did not know how to approach people at that time, and things were not looking great. But I got really lucky, and I met 2 people in my orientation who started to show me how to actually talk to people. Like, one guy, he looks really introverted, but he's actually the most extroverted person I know. He just got to some random stranger and he chatted for 10 minutes. And that really like inspired me. And another guy, well, we met orientation, we actually did some activities together, and by some sheer luck, I managed to end up in his friend group, and I still talk to people there, which is still extremely lucky. And once I got the offer to go to UM, I said, okay, sure, why not? I'll try to go to UM. And initially, I literally had the same problems that I encountered during my orientation MMU, because I basically had no friends. I was basically all alone, and yeah, I basically got myself. But being inspired by my friends who actually, but based on prior experience, like people approaching me, so I decided, why not to do that to other people? So I started approaching people, and I won't say it's 100% success. I once talked to someone who literally forgot me like 1 week afterwards. So yeah, but yeah, I can say like it's not perfect. And going back to my topic, finding my flame. Well, what does that mean? Well, I got the title from a song, but personally, what I think it means is that you basically look at something, like there's something inside your heart that feels like, basically finding something that helps to, like basically finding something that drives you to move forward in life, no matter what. And that's all for me, thank you.
And then Meng can stay on the stage. And Aimaan also the first time speakers for his icebreaker speech. So I would like to invite all of you to have a standing ovations. Thank you. And thank you, Aimaan, for his first speech. So it comes to our third speakers. Our third speakers will be our Mr. Shibly. Mr. Shibly is titled The Gift We Overlook. The Gift We Overlook, Mr. Shibly.
Hello everyone, good evening. I'm Shibly Sadik, here postgraduate student here in UM. So, have you ever think of that some ordinary things around you, which is a very, very valuable gift, which is not wrapped with a box in a box. This kind of gifts. Have you thought about it? So, now today I will reflect the gifts we overlooked all the time as ordinary things. So, as a last, as I said, when if we are as usual, when we wake up in the morning, we drink fresh water and enjoy fresh weather, fresh air. Some people sometimes we don't appreciate that, we don't realize it's a gift, all our gifts, though this is ordinary. As my experience last year, when I'm in Bangladesh, my country, for my research purposes, I visited at the southern part of the Bangladesh. This area, very remote area, and as I said, the world's largest mangrove forest, quite near. So that area's village, where if we wanted to go, we have to go by walking, or we have to hire some motorbikes. So this area is very, very affected by the natural disaster, like cyclone something, and also this area is very, very high salinity. That's why the agricultural lands will be affected very much. For this, some of farmers grow just some climate resilient rice varieties. So that's for there. When I went there with my some teammates, and I noticed it was so hot and the air was so unbearable, so heat. And when they give us the water was very salty for us, because we don't usually drink the water. We usually eat like fresh water. So that time I realized the importance of the water and how we use, because there when there was a drought condition, nothing, no water, no fresh water was there, no salinity water was there. So their hardship, their livelihood, when I experienced, I saw it closely, I was thinking, yeah, I really overlooked this kind of gifts, which I really overlooked. As an ordinary, I think this is ordinary, but this is not. So after this, when I came back, that time also I faced some challenges. When I came back at the highway, I got a kind of accident. Within the team, I was the leader. So I was freaked out first, because they all got bruises. I also got, but I was thinking how I would go to my place, because the distance will be around 20 to 30 kilometers, but no available transport, only bikes, which we were hired, and the bike did not, started. I was very freaked out, and then I think very coolly, after some time, after very pressed patience, 10 to 20 minutes later, fortunately, the motorbikes started. After that, we came there. We arrived our destination. So all of these things I could learn that maybe this is ordinary things. Sometimes we saw this is like ordinary things, like it may be moments, maybe some kind of hard experience, hard lessons, or some kind of other things which we are overlooked as ordinary things. So I tell you today, we should think very hard. We should think and appreciate our ordinary things which we overlooked. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shibly, for his speech. Let us not overlook those ordinary things with alphabet. Let's go for the fourth speakers. The first speakers will be Ikhtifar. Ikhtifar will go in for his speech title, Trapezoid. Trapezoid.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
No. Conviction. So, one day, a small little trapezoid wanted to go and play. He asked mommy, Mommy, can I go and play? The mommy said, okay, son, you can go and play. So what he did was, he opened the door, he goes up. Then he saw a group of squares. So he did, square, can I play with you? The square said, well, you look like us, but your sides are not equal. No, don't play with us. Then he was a bit sad. Then he moved again. Then he moved, he walked, he found a triangle, a group of triangles. With this group of triangle, he asked, triangle, can I play with you? Triangle again and said, you have 4 sides, we have 3 sides. We are different. No, we don't play with you. Then he walked again. This time, he saw a group of circles. He asked circle, can I play with you? The circle says that we are round. You have 4 sides, not equal, so different, and also you got angles. You are totally different from us. No, we are not going to play with you. Then this trapezoid, sat down and looked around. Who should I play with? No one wants to play with me because I'm so different. Square says that I'm so different from them, but I'm still 4-sided. Triangle says I have 1 extra side. Circle say that they have no angles. I got angles. I'm so different. But am I different? I don't think so. They got eyes. I also got eyes. They got nose. I also got nose. They got mouth. I also got mouth. So, am I that different? I don't think so. So, this little trapezoid went and just sit down and stare at people playing a game. Then suddenly he says, it's okay, I can play with myself. Let's play Dota. Let's go online and play Dota. When he was playing Dota, he figured out that actually in this world, there's a lot of trapezoids like him who are loners, who don't have people to play, but they find solace in Dota, in playing make-believe as little monsters, killing other monsters. And from this game, he actually built a community of other trapezoids. And he found that even though other trapezoids have the same similar problem as him, he has one additional extra. He has to talk. So he always go and talk, say, triangle, you know that today I play this game, this is so nice. You want to play with me? No, you extra 1 side, no. Circle. You know that I found an interesting fact that the highest peak of Thailand cannot. You want to go? Want to go hiking with me? No! You have angles. You have angles. We're not going to go hiking with you. Square. You want to go eat? I think that you like to eat banana leaf rice. I also like. No, your angles are all wrong. Cannot. But he didn't give up. He went, he walked. Then suddenly, he found this interesting group of community, which is called Toastmasters. And inside the Toastmasters, he can talk, he can share whatever he wants to share, and he can say whatever he wants to say. And people listen to him. For a very long time, people listen to whatever he need to say. And he make his heart happy, jumped. And he was really excited that for a very long time, he found someone or a group of community that enjoys whatever he wants to say. And from this little group of community, he found that there are people who like heavy metal. There are people who like cute stuff. And there are people who just want to talk about life. And also there are people who are willing to mentor. And suddenly, he feels very happy and he feels accepted in this circle. And he is no more the little trapezoid that is lonely anymore. He found a group of friends that he can bond and can make friends with. So ladies and gentlemen, that trapezoid was me. And I find solace in Toastmasters, where I have a lot of friends and friends who value, not really value their time, are willing to spend time with me, going eating, going hiking, and talking nonsense most of the time. And I really feel that more trapezoids should join Toastmasters, as it is a very welcoming stage and platform, and a lot of people feel welcome in this circle. Unlike outside, where you are judged with your angles, with your sides, with your roundness, your fatness. But Toastmasters don't judge. We accept everyone. Back to you, Toastmasters of the evening.
Thank you, Ikhtifar. Being a trapezoid is a difficult time, but then now in a Toastmaster, everyone is a friends. Now, it comes to our fifth speaker. Our fifth speaker is Zhen. Zhen is going for his managing difficult audience speech. For this speech, it's a quite special speech, which audience is allowed to disrupt the speakers. So, during her speech, the audience, please try to disrupt her in a rational manner. It's not too out of control, I'll say. Okay. So I'd like to invite Zhen going to the stage. Okay. Yeah. And the disrupt will be start after the timer shows the 1 minute is over. After the speech start. Okay. Zhen, your title is. Okay, sure. Be prepared of yourself first. Okay. Zhen, BeiJing, I am coming. BeiJing, I am coming. Zhen.
I can start already. I can start already. Don't need mic. Don't need mic. Don't need mic. I cannot control you all.
In just few weeks, I'll be packing my bags, boarding on a flight, going on an adventure that I have been thinking of for so long of time. I'm going to BeiJing. So why BeiJing? BeiJing has always fascinated me, where it is a city where ancient history meets modern Universal Studios. And not to forget.
Inzel. Yeah.
Excuse me?
Season lah, Inzel.
How you been, man?
Yeah, quite good. I heard you went to the highest peak in
Yeah,
Thailand.
yeah.
We are talking about BeiJing, not Thailand. Sit down. We can talk about it later after the meeting. Maybe during the intermission.
Hey, I want to do a shameless promotion for our
No, sorry. You can do it during the stuff.
cup contest going on.
I know.
When is it? When is it?
For a photographer, but I know we promote it during the airtime. Thank you.
You're free, right? You're free, right? Can you the camera, right?
I think you have a lot of time. I haven't.
Right, can you, right? Can you, right? Can you, right?
Back to BeiJing, okay? I'm so excited.
Why not? Like, Chiang Mai, or
Because I want to go Chiang Mai to see someone, okay? I'm going to China to see my son, okay?
Yeah,
I want to go Chiang Mai
hey,
to
he
see.
got bike, you know. He can bring you everywhere. That day, right, when I was
He told me he will come BeiJing, no, not BeiJing. He will come China to meet me.
No, he said very expensive.
No, he said he
He
will
said
come.
very expensive, very expensive.
Don't pay me. He told me that he will be coming. Okay, so back to BeiJing, okay? Not Chiang Mai, no. We don't want to talk about Chiang Mai today.
Really, ah? But Chiang Mai is very nice, you know. It's very beautiful.
I want to just went back from Chiang Mai, but it's okay. I'm going to BeiJing for 4 months. I don't think 4 months spending in Chiang Mai is a great idea.
It's a good thing.
No,
You can
no,
go
it's okay.
hiking. You can go.
I don't like hiking. Thank you. I'm going to BeiJing because I want to go to the music festival.
Oh, you also got visit from my festival. Very
But
nice.
no Yijin there, ma. BeiJing got my Yijin who, ma.
Is it who?
Oh, you mean Zhen, ah? Zhen is there. He dressed up for you, ah.
Yeah, he got new haircut for you.
He got new haircut for you, you know.
No. I mean my star. Okay.
Yeah, what your star?
No. Okay. Back to my.
You mean
Back to my topic, BeiJing. Okay. Being able to go BeiJing, there's a lot of things that I have to, somehow give up, including Toastmasters, I'm still finding for a BPPR for the next 4 months,
Actually, we actually
So
found
are
it.
you interested for a BPPR? Okay, are you interested?
Okay.
I think.
Yeah,
I think sister once.
Yeah.
I was told sister.
I mean, we can talk about it later during the intervention. Now, okay?
I mean, you want one shilling now, we can just proceed,
We can
BPPR.
now. I can promote now. We're asking what.
Okay, I have my BPPR. Okay, so
Yeah.
I have my BPPR. Okay. Back to my topic. Okay. So going on to an exchange program, I have to give up some part of my life here, including my mark in. Hello. Okay, we can talk about it later during the intermission. I have to give up, including my mark in KK3. If you all know, if you have, but I don't think all of you went before, except for Kakit and. I went before. I didn't see you guys before.
That's very insulting, you know.
Are you interested to come to buy something for my
Very
mark?
hurt right now.
That's an affront to my feelings, you know. Why are you doing this to me?
Okay, apart from that,
Why are you not answering my question?
what? Yes.
What you're doing is an affront to my feelings, you know. You're insulting me. I knew you. Come on.
The problem that you didn't come is something. What's that? I promote it so much time, but none of you come.
Seriously, where am I now?
None of you came to my march in KK3. Okay. Okay. So, of course, I have to give up it. So I find someone to fill my spot to be the treasurer for the march. Okay, so somehow march settled. But Toastmasters, so many. I spent hours designing the posters, posting social media, even though I
BeiJing? Where's BeiJing?
Yeah, so when I'm going to BeiJing, do you want to take over my job as the PPTR? No. 2 months only. Not 2 months. I'm going from February to. I'm going from February to end of July maybe. And yes,
Ikhtifar,
and I have to handle it.
what inspires you to talk about trapezoid? It's my favorite shape. Oh.
Hey, I know you guys are interested on that topic, but maybe you guys will talk a bit later during the intermission, during the break. Maybe you guys
I
have a
forgot,
deep
you know.
talk about it later.
I already exceed
But
my
not
mind.
now, okay?
Jin, I have one question.
Yes.
Just now you're talking about all the part in PR, right?
Yes.
You got approach people or not? You got tell them not what is the wonders of doing a
Are
PR?
you interested to be a PPR?
I don't know software.
You don't know software, but you can promote our course. PPR is not about designing posters only. Okay, so you can be one of the candidates of my PPR department.
But I don't know, I only know PowerPoint.
It's okay. We will talk about it later during the break. Moving on, others than Mark and Toastmasters, I have to leave my friends and family for the first time.
I don't know.
4 months only. You know, staying me as a 21 years in my life, I never I haven't passed my birthday, I haven't passed it, so I'm still 21. Okay, for 21 years of my life,
I left my home since I was 19. It should be fine.
I haven't left my home country ever before.
Hey, that night you spent alone with someone, remember? There's one night you spent someone alone with someone in Perak. Oh.
Oh.
I don't get what you're talking about. I don't think I have that experience before. Yeah. No, I went to boarding school before, but it's different from going on to a different country. What?
Can ask Elven.
He's going for 1 month only, I'm going for 4 months. Okay, back to my topic. So, what have I planned? I have a friend in BeiJing. So she said she will bring me to walk around in BeiJing in March. Okay, so that's about March. April, what am I going to do? There's a friend in Chiang Mai who told me that he will come to BeiJing, not BeiJing. He will come to Penang to find me. So we will keep that as a safest.
I also follow.
Okay, if you come, you come. Okay,
12 hours,
sure.
12 hours journey.
None.
Yeah, 12 hours. From Chiang Mai to Penang, 12 hours.
What? Take train. Around that lah. He said he'd come, so I trust him. I also take train from BeiJing to Yunnan. Okay, if so,
Meet me halfway.
April. Also April, my mom said, hey, we have a Raya holiday somewhere in April and May. Maybe we can come to find you as well. And I was like, okay, if you come, then I come with you. And then we can go Universal Studios together. So nice. Only if you come. There are so many people telling me that, hey, I will come BeiJing to find you, but I don't know how many of them will be coming. I think so. It might be. And that's about my plan, and I hope that I can get to China. And not only that, actually my class will end on end of June. But why am I telling you that I will be back after July? Because I applied for another short-term program in Suzhou. Yeah. So that's another month in another district of China. So that's quite a great chance for me to explore China in this way. Yes, brother?
Yeah, I want to ask you about the AC plans.
AC plans.
Annual conference.
When's the annual conference? I still don't have any. Oh. I'm quite interested for annual conference as well. But then I'm not in Malaysia that time. So don't tell me anything about it. Don't discuss it with me because I
whole AC over.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I heard last time, right, when you become a president or you help out, right,
Yeah.
you get free, right?
Free what? No lah.
No, I
I still pay lah. I still pay. Just like how you need to save for the trip. Yeah, I also save up for that. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
We can get a full table got discount.
Oh, but I remember there's a student discount, right? But you are not entitled, right? Okay.
Yeah, then speaking of that, how long have you been saving up for the 2 trips?
How long have I been saving for the 2 trips?
Like what magical ingredient did you put into your mug that you get so much money?
How should I answer this question? Huh?
What you said in your mind?
How should I answer this question? How much money have I saved? I don't really save much, to be honest, but I have a credit card if you want to ask.
So go to China, then open the mug, then save there lah. No need to wash the plate and all.
You know, if I went to China, I'm not able to have a mug. I mean, I can have a international division of mug in China if I want, but it's not what I can. But quite funny, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we are having our meeting now. Okay, you can keep it. No, sorry. I'm interested to listen, but not now. Okay, maybe later. Okay. Mother? What's your problem? What is it? Yes? What do you like? Is he are you a fan of him? Whose alarm can we have it later on?
I'm just setting the mood for your speech. You're talking about China, so I just helping you, you know.
Maybe not that style of music. Maybe you can change some other softer one.
Oh, this is a real phone. Holy shit. Oh, no, I hang the bell.
Okay, what?
Okay.
1 minute after.
Okay. So, in conclusion, going for an exchange isn't just a trip to China or just a short trip to have fun. I'm prepared to experience something that I won't be able to experience in Malaysia. Experiencing something out of the box, something that I can't learn in traditional classroom. I'm prepared to walk every day without my car, plan my trips ahead, and I know I will miss everything here, but still, I make that decision to went for an exchange during my undergraduate life. So, if you guys are interested to go for an exchange, nevertheless it's in China or UK or any other countries, just go for it. It's hard for you to have this experience during your uni life. And since you are already in UM, why not just take the chance and go for it? And if you are asking for financial aid, the UM International Student Center did give some financial aid to the students if you need. So you can go to their department to ask for more. So I just want to share one quote with you. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So this is my first step to China, and I'm ready for it. So BeiJing, I'm coming. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Jane. Jane able to resilient the chaos just now that created by us. And now, 5 of our speakers have done their speech. And it's time to vote for our best speaker. Our first speaker is Eugene. Our second speaker is Aimaan. And our third speaker is Shibly. Our fourth speaker is Ikhtifar. And our fifth speaker is Zhen. So,
Where's the slide?
you can scan the QR code or just go to sli.do/UMTMC to vote for the best speaker. Thank you everyone for voting. Now we have photo sessions, so maybe we can come to in front of here have our photo session. Session, which the table topic session. The first 13 session is a group 2 speech sessions, which everyone can join. Now, I'd like to pass the stage to our table topic master.
Thank you to the Toastmaster of the evening, and good evening to all Toastmasters, guests, esteemed guests, especially today. So, new year, new me, new beginnings. Wow. For me, new year, new me has been a bit hypocritical because I've never changed from 2017. It's okay. So, when I'm thinking about new year, usually it's something about our resolutions. We will say, I'm going to change myself. I'm going to learn something new. Or maybe something that I decided not worth it the past year, I'm going to take it back. Or I've already mastered something, but why not try to remaster it? Maybe there's something that I missed. Let's try it out. So, today's theme, new beginnings. So, here, right now, there are many people who have actually started, I will consider as your new beginning in Toastmasters. We have new members for the first time. We have ice-breaking speech, and we also have disruption, a speech with a lot of disruption, which I've never seen before. But yet, it was new to both all of you and also to me. And that's why we're going to come with the table topics today. So, for me, this is also a new beginning, using a script to talk. But when we're talking about new beginnings, it's always about, I'm going to try something new today. But today's table topics are quite unique because there are questions that will really make you think, should I really start something new today? And before we move on, I would like to add a very interesting self-made explanatory quote that I got inspired by Zeus Coffee today. Just like how Zeus Coffee took our famous Leow ice and made it into a very famous drink banner, you too should take something that's quite ordinary and make it into something exemplary in today's table topic speech. So, before I open the table for anyone who's interested, I'd just like to remind you that you'll get 1 to 2 minutes to talk whatever you want based on the topics, obviously. So, which one of you are ready to face the first table topics of today? I guess the vote's unanimous then. Please, Toastmaster Yan Siew, you are invited to the stage as our first table topic speaker. So, how are you feeling today? Not really good.
So, do you want easy? No, I can't ask that question. 1 to 10, choose a number, please.
You can tell me secretly, actually.
Randomly assorted.
6.
6. Okay. How do you balance holding on to the past while stepping into new beginning?
Wow.
How do you balance holding on to the past while stepping into a new beginning? The stage is yours.
Okay, hello everyone, I'm Yan Siew, and this is actually my first time for the talk. My first time coming out for the table topics. So, how do I manage holding on to the past while stepping in the new beginning? I would say, okay, this is actually very relevant to my experience here because I'm a first year student and this is my first semester in So how I manage to holding on to the past while stepping into a new beginning, I'm actually quite a person that really likes to think back what happens, and I actually really miss the life in the Matrix. But we all have to grow up, and now I'm a university student. So how do I manage to holding on to the past and stepping in the new beginning? What I did was, I still stay in contact with my friends in matriculation, where I still share the experience what we do back then. But then I realized actually this doesn't work because we all step into the new beginning together in different places. So what I think that actually works was we take the past experience as what we cherish the most, and we keep it deep inside of our heart, and what happened in the past stay in the past, and what is memorable we just keep it, and what we learn from the lessons from the past, and when we step in a new beginning we just remind ourselves to not repeat the mistake. And yeah, that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yan Siew. Truly aspiring as the first table topic speaker as well. So, for the next table topic speech, I would like to ask for either one of our guests to be the next speaker today.
The one besides Elven.
Oh, right?
Yeah. No, right?
Okay, sure.
Let's welcome our new member onto the stage. So this will be impromptu, your first speech here.
Yeah, that's fine.
So how are you feeling now?
Honestly, I feel a little bit anxious. There's a lot of young faces. I could be one of the oldest in this room.
How are you?
It's a secret.
Are you older than me? That's the question, right?
So, pick a number from 1 to 10 except for 6. Wow. Alright. Okay. So, describe a time when you had to start over completely in life. What lessons did you learn and how did it shape who you are today? Describe a time when you had to start over completely in life. What lessons did you learn and how did it shape who you are today?
Okay, sure.
Ready?
Honestly, this topic is very resonating to my real life today because I just started my work as a government consultant, and I spent 6 months in finding jobs and also travel around, so it's kind of carefree. And suddenly, after 6 months, I have to head into a role which is quite unsure, and which is also very new for me. So suddenly everything changed. I couldn't be the free self. I have to adapt to the new situation where I have to earn and pay my PTPTN loan because I wasn't the first class honors student like all of you. So a lot of responsibility. I have to pay for my car, for my rental, and also manage my finance and everything. So learn to be an adult, a real adult. And how do I adapt in this situation is I ask a lot of mentors, and my sisters has been very helpful in helping me going through this situation, this transition, being a working adult for the students. And finally, I think this is my 5th month of working. I started to feel some changes, pick up my old habits again, being a sporty person, focus on work and also at the same time life again. So I asked a lot of questions to my mentor and also do some actions to adapt because I'm going to end my speech with a quote that I remind myself every day. Each day you have to make a decision. Do you give up, give in, or give it your all? Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I would like everyone to give a round of applause for today. So for the next table topic speech, we also have one of our new members as well joining us today. Give a round of applause for him. So, how are you feeling now at this moment?
I'm feeling quite okay. How about everyone? I hope everyone's having a pleasant evening.
So, if you're feeling okay, then I guess it's time for you to face the challenge. What number do you want to choose?
Since Chinese New Year is coming, I believe the Chinese audience here likes the number 8, I guess. Wow. Correct, right? Okay. Auspicious.
Definitely auspicious from you. So, what is one thing you will tell your younger self about embracing new beginnings?
So, good evening, everyone. Good evening to our mentors, to the table topic master for the evening, and good evening to the Toastmaster of the evening. How's everyone? So, what would I tell my younger self? I'm older than you. Definitely. Okay. I'm a master student in orthopedic surgery. So I recently failed my Part 2 orthopedic exam. So I'm supposed to have been an orthopedic surgeon at end of 2024, but here I am today, still being a master student. So so coming to the topic, what what advice would I give to my younger self to embrace new beginnings is that actually I have a prepared speech for the night because the theme for tonight is a new beginning and the word of today is resilient. So I gave it a thought. Resilience. To me, resilience, this word resonates with me because it feels a lot like the word courage. And what is courage? Courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to face it. And resilience, it's very similar because it's not the absence of failure in life, but the ability and having the courage to face it. Like how Mr. Sorry, I didn't get your name. Yes, Ikhtifar. Being a trapezoid, not being able to find friends, but he stepped out and he's able to find his calling in life, be it Dota, be it Toastmasters, and Mr. Aimaan, stepping out from his comfort zone, finding his play. So, the advice to myself, to my younger self, is to be resilient, not to be afraid of failures. I hope I inspire some of the younger ones here, because I can't inspire my younger self anymore. So, have a pleasant evening, everyone.
Thank you very much. And we'll definitely try to use this as inspiration for us younger siblings here. So, for the next table topics, we have a and I'm sorry if I butcher any of your names, guys. I apologize for that. So, from a scale of 1 to 5, how ready are you to face these questions? Same as my assignment evaluation grade. Okay, so what number would you like to select from 1 to 10? 2. Okay. Toastmaster Iza, do you believe it's ever too late for a new beginning? Why or why not? Do you believe it's ever too late for a new beginning? Why or why not? Toastmaster Iza, the stage is yours.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Zhi Jun. So this is the second time I joined the table topics, and I think I will join the Toastmaster, really Toastmaster member in Sem 2, because Sem 1 right now I'm too busy with my performance and also all the assignment. So one of the topics that it is the time for me to it's not too late to start all the things. It's not too late. I think right now for me, is everything for the beginners is not too late. And I agree with the point that starting a new thing is a good experience for all of us, because when we face all the problems when we are young, this is the way and it's a pathway for all of you to learn and shape yourself to a better person. So never be afraid to learn new things, and as a beginners for all of the things that we face nowadays. I think for my experience, if I mention, like I mentioned before, I'm a science student, and when I came into the matrix, I became a counselor. So everything's new for me, and all the the syllabus and also the knowledge that I need to learn is I think it's difficult because I need to manage my time in 10 months and need to ask the lecturers for the sum of the questions that I don't know. And luckily, I've got a good result in my matric collections, and it's the time for me to join them. So I think the quotes that I want to share with you all today is procrastination is opposite to the resilience, and all the bad habits that you did in young will be magnified in the future. So try to be a better person of yourself, and that's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, and you guys can hear me, right? Okay, so for our final table topics speech of the day, we'd like to welcome Toastmaster Lim Yan Siew onto the stage. So you're the final table topic speaker today. So how are you feeling now? Good? Okay, so 1 to 10. 5. Right, so Toastmaster Lim, if you could relive one moment and approach it differently to spark a new beginning, what would it be? If you could relive one moment and approach it differently to spark a new beginning, what would it be? Toastmaster Lim, the stage.
If I could relive a moment and do something differently, I actually wouldn't make that choice, because I think everything that happens, it happens for a reason. One thing leads to another. So, for example, back in diplomas, I didn't know what to study. I was from a science background, and I didn't want to go bio. I didn't want to study physics, and I didn't know what to study because science wasn't something that I was passionate in. I was passionate in traveling. I was passionate in arts. So I was faced with a crossroads of not knowing what to study. And because of me loving to travel, I just chose tourism management instead. And when I chose diploma in tourism management, it opened my eyes to the business world, how tourism as a business functions. And I started to learn, see things from a different perspective. And then 2 years later, COVID happened, and I decided that tourism isn't what I think it is. Traveling and also being in an industry is completely different. And how volatile the industry is when something like COVID happens made me realize, okay, this is not what I wanted. So I think all those, it's like stepping stones. All the moments in your life are stepping stones that lead from one to another. If I were to go back to the moment in time, I may not have made the decision to pursue tourism, and I would have ventured off elsewhere. So I believe the moments that happened in the past led to where I am today and made me who I am today. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Lim Yan Siew. So that concludes our table topics for today, and I will be passing on the stage to Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Thank you, table topic Toastmaster. Now, I would like to invite you all to vote for our best table topic speaker again. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Now, it's the last session of the day. It's our evaluation sessions. So I would like to invite our general evaluators, Kelly, to take over these sessions.
Thank you, Koon Yeat. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello. Thank you for having me today to University Malaya Toastmasters Club. I'll be your general evaluator today. My name is Kelly Chaw, and to lead the evaluation session means to feed the speakers their champion breakfast. Does it make sense? It doesn't make sense, right? Well, the way to improve in Toastmasters Club is to receive feedback of your speeches that you have done, right? In order to know what you have done well and what part that you can improve on. Now, without further ado, will I have the first evaluator for Eugene, Toastmaster Leow Zhi Jun.
Sure, thanks.
Am I audible? Yes. Okay, then I'll just do that. Okay. The first part, the first thing before I start, I need to make this. So, I'll say, everyone, can we get a round of applause for Augene? It's such a beautiful journey, such an interesting journey that you managed to tell us of how is the journey that you got here. So therefore the title, Journey to You, right? And in the sense that you have many sections in the speech that you injected humor in. That, for example, you say, this is because I always fail. That's one of it. Another one you say, oh, you know the facility lah. That part is where you put in humor to really build up the relatability that we as an audience can really relate to what you're saying and what are the experiences that you had before. Because there's so many things that we can't really see from your side, but these are the small little things that we could really resonate to the experience that we are talking right now. And after that comes with that is with the engagement. They're really engaged and you really ask questions. You ask. So do you guys remember how do you guys know that? Do you remember? Metrics, yes. And there's so many different answers that you really use it from there. So that's a really good way that you could expand from the subject itself. And the advantage is that you know who your audience are. Like, how do you get into the end? Oh, because of metrics, because in masters, or some other things that you would really get to know your audience. And if possible, you could also change your speech midway to really cater to the audience. That's one thing that we could really look into. And as for the areas of improvement, we have very strong ways. And to really add on top of that is where you could work on your pacing. When we say, when you are giving information, you speak faster. And when you're giving emphasis, you speak slower. You let people to digest what are you talking about. And to work on that, you could include more pauses and to really stretch the pacing as in, I'm talking about this, then emphasis. Pauses, and differences in pacing really catches the attention of the audience. And the second thing is to use the stage with purpose. You mentioned that you stood up from your comfort zone. And from what I've noticed, this stage could still be your comfort zone. It's around here, around the center of the stage. But this whole stage is yours. You could walk around. Just use it to really get closer to your audiences. You can say, then we could go to another side. And while you are using that, you could perhaps add another part into your script. Not just the content, but how do you choreograph your body language. The choreograph, when I talk about this, I'm going to stand here. So I went to STM, I went to Metric and a few others. So this is how you use it, use the stage to your storytelling. So all in all, you really did good in your humor, injected humor, in the engagement and storytelling. The structure is nice. And two things that you can work on will be the pacing and the usage of the stage. Back to you, General Director.
Thank you very much, Zhi Jun. Can I use my voice like this? I should put the mic up. Okay. Right. Zhi Jun, I've met him a few times prior to this meeting, and I must say that every single time that I see him evaluating the speech or literally anything, he gives very solid points and very practical, where it is right on the point and right on the spot that you can just use it and to enhance your speech. And he has a very good, I would call it like a bird eye view kind of point, where he sees through the speech, where he gives a lot of details on what is in the speech. So great job on that one. And he also demonstrates the actions on what you can do. So that one is a great one. Kudos to you. Second evaluator, can we have our President Zhi Jun for Aimaan? Toastmaster Aimaan, congratulations for completing your first speech in Toastmaster, which is finding your place. I believe after your speech, I saw the place in your eyes. You know what you need to do and then what
is like to try to strengthen how your friends motivate you to session. You know, like just realize that you just talk in one sentence, two sentences over. Then perhaps you can lengthen more. Like when you were about me, hey, Aimaan, let's do job this. Okay. Oh, I saw that there's warm. Add some emotion and then elaborate more. And then let people see the connections. Overall, try to study and I see your effort in maximizing the literature, perhaps also this basic stage, and you may work on increase the vocal variety, several emotions to us, and that's all for me, and looking forward to your application.
Thank you so much, Zhi Jun. Well, also a very solid evaluation. Perhaps I would suggest that instead of giving evaluation in just very flatly, very generally, perhaps you can suggest solid or something that is more practical to Aimaan. Say that when you are giving suggestion on how to express emotions, right? Or avoid blabbering, try to maybe let Aimaan knows to slow down the pacing or to pause, use a lot of vocal varieties to attract your audience. That kind of act, that kind of technique that we use in public speaking, right? And perhaps I would also suggest you that say that in an evaluation in Toastmasters Club, we don't force someone into someone that they are not. So we try to give our humble opinion by saying what you expect instead of saying you should do this, you can do this, or you must do this. We don't do that here because it is an encouraging environment. So we should be able to say what you expect. Say that, Aimaan, perhaps I would want to know more about which part of the story, things like that, to expect that some part of the story, perhaps you want to know more further, a little bit more on what happened next, right? So yeah, that is my suggestion to you. And then we have our third evaluator, that is Yan Siew, is it?
Yes.
We have Yan Siew. Yan Siew for Toastmaster Shibly's speech. Am I audible? Yes. So, good evening everyone. I am Yan Siew and today I will be evaluating Toastmaster Shibly for his level 1 project, the purpose of writing a speech with the title, The Gifts We Overlook. So the first thing that I like about his speech is how he used the questions to engage with the audience during his opening of the speech. And I think this is a really good way to start the speech. And next, I really like how you share the experience like that in your hometown in Bangladesh, like for the research purposes, and how they give him the salty water instead of fresh water in the mangrove forest, right? And like during the draft, and he described his description was really good actually, and I can actually imagine the scene. So great job. And another thing I like about his speech was the tone he used during the ending of his speech, where the title is The Gift We Overlook. I can feel like it's the feeling of like the moment of realization that the things that we thought is meant to be there was actually not meant to be in, maybe not meant to be there for like everyone. So the slightly tone change of him during the speech, I can truly feel how he was thinking from his description and also his tone. There are some improvements perhaps you could use on your next speech. Like, for example, because just now you're standing here speech, perhaps you could use more space on the stage, like from the left to the right, and could also, when you're walking to here from there, you could make eye contact with the audience as well. So this is like a two-in-one opportunity. Other than that, I'm not sure is it because lack of time. Like your second example maybe is slightly shorter than the first example. The highway one is slightly shorter than the one back in your experience one. So I'd like to hear more on the second example. So to sum up my evaluation, I like how you use the questions to engage with the audience during the opening of the speech, and how you write the speech based on your true experience, and also the tone difference you use during your speech. And I'm looking forward to listen to your next speech. Maybe you could use more space provided on the stage, and also equalize the time for both of the examples. So great job, and
Thank you. And then she has very great description on the recap of what Shibly's speech was about. Great job. Is this your first time evaluating? Great job. Clap. Applause. Thank you. Thank you. And then next we have our fourth evaluator, ETM Safura.
Thank you to our general evaluator. So, Ikhtifar, you are a trapezoid, I'm a heptagon tonight.
Wow.
Because for my evaluation to you, I would like to share 3 points I like about your speech, 3 points I think you need to work on, and 1 thing I want to challenge you. So 7-point shape, heptagon. But before I do that, I like to address the objective of the speech, and the objective is to practice skills, to engage the audience. So my question to the audience, were you engaged?
Yes.
Okay. A bit of a pause before the answer. Okay, it's okay. Yes, engaging. So I think yes, you fulfilled the objective of the speech. So good job. So from the speech itself, I would assume it is to entertain and also to inform and inspire. So entertainment for me is the first thing. So you were entertaining, you were engaging. So 3 things that I loved about your speech. First, the title itself was very intriguing. Trapezoid. What is he going to talk about trapezoid? So that engaged me immediately. Second, I really liked the role play. You had the squares, you got the triangle, you got the circle, you were talking to them, they were talking back to you. I loved also the attempt of using the space. So you were moving around intentionally. So that helped in your engagement with the audience. What are the 3 things I would like you to work on? The resilience of the trapezoid is not being put across, in my opinion, because you had too many unintentional conjunctions. You used too much so, but so your story was not smooth in sharing about the trapezoid. Something that you need to look at. Second, the conflict was a bit too long. The second conflict, we went back again. Square, triangle, etc. Maybe you need to look at how can you shorten, make it a bit more heightened, and shorten. The third is your energy. I felt you were a bit hesitant in sharing your story. You would have made it better, in my opinion, if you had fast, slow pace in your speaking, especially when you were conveying the crisis and the situation the trapezoid was facing. What's the 1 point that I would like you to really work on that will take your speech to the next level is the message. To me, the message was not very clear. And because of that, there was no real call to action. For me, listening to your story, it could have been, it's okay to be different, we just need to find the right crowd. that could have been the message that you have weaved through the shapes throughout your speech. So with that, 3 things I love: your title, usage of the space, your role playing. 3 things I want you to work on: intentional conjunction, shorten the conflict and energy, and finally, one thing that will take you to the next level is your clear message. With that, back to you, General.
Dear Safura, macam cikgu lah. Macam cikgu. Yang ada kat sini, tu dia lecture dia gitu. Alright, she has like a reflective way of evaluation, whereby the speaker has his content, and the evaluator leverage that content to the evaluation. So trapezoid is 4-angle with shape, triangle, square, rectangle, right? And Safura just came up with a heptagon, a 7-edges shape, where she included 3 great points of the speech and 3 points of improvement and 1 point to challenge. So Safura is a very seasoned Toastmaster, so I believe that during her very short 2 minutes evaluation, we have learned a lot as well. So thank you, Cikgu Safura. And we have our 5th speaker, 5th evaluator for Ichi. We have Meng. Toastmaster Meng to evaluate a rather difficult speech, a rather difficult project, as well as a very difficult project to execute by Ichi.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator, for the kind introduction. Despite everyone and everything, Toastmaster Jane has completed her project in managing the difficult audience titled BeiJing, I'm Coming! Let me begin by pointing out her strength when delivering her speech and crowd management, especially of people like us. First thing first is the namesake, the first thing I say here. Despite everyone and everything, she has completed delivering her speech. So she had prepared, she has had the opening of the speech, the body of the speech, and the closing of the speech. The OBC of every speeches, she has completed it. So let me point out the details here. She has started by saying that, oh, she's going to BeiJing, why she's going to BeiJing, and as for the body, she did say that what she's going to do there, like to meet up with friends, what she's going to leave behind, her post, her family and friends in Malaysia for a semester, and a very captivating closing to bring us all back to the purpose of her speech. This is the most important thing, because despite everything and everyone, we still know the message of the speech. Try out exchange program if you have any opportunity. Please try. Contact International Office if you have to. Okay, this is the good thing, the first point. The second point is that you are being very resourceful, Toastmaster Jane. You have utilized a question from an audience regarding on your rationale on going to BeiJing. So someone asked about why BeiJing, right? And you used it as a way to advance the story and your speech, which is you're going to have a semester at Singapore Township. Now, in order to manage the crowd and audience more professionally, I would suggest 2 things here. The first thing is that you shouldn't pay too much attention to the audience. Yes, crowd management requires us to pay attention to the audience, but not too much. So there was a part where there's a part where the audience keep talking about Thailand, right? There's a part, right? So you may quickly diffuse the situation by saying, by counter offering that person. How? Simple. You could say, prepared it. How about you should try something new and unfamiliar, like going to BeiJing instead, knowing the fact that he has been to Thailand. So you can try this. If he keeps talking so much about Thailand, you have the right to show him the dog. Okay? And the second point I'd like to point out to you in order to manage the crowd more professionally is be more assertive. I remember there's a part where you talk about the VPPR post for those who are not Toastmasters, and it means Vice President of Public Relations. So you talk about it very emotionally about leaving behind with no successor behind. That is not a good way to manage a crowd because you're giving an opening for some of the audience, especially the interrupters, a raison d'etre, a reason to interrupt your speech and gain control of your stage instead of you. So how are we going to solve this? How I think to do so, you can say like this. Leaving China means I have to leave my VPR post without a successor. Disclaimer. VPR post is open for every Toastmaster here. Please apply now to avoid any disappointment. So just bring out your phone and just apply. So you can actually make it sound more professional by saying that, oh, you want people to apply for VPR post without being emotional, yet you will get your chip. You can continue your speech without the interrupters having fun. Now, I have to challenge yourself when you do managing this sort of project, especially managing difficult audience, be it adults or kids, we also like kids anyway, is that you have to set up a house rule before beginning your speech. Like example, you just maybe put a slide or you just read out few rules like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, please silence your phone, or if you please raise your hands if you want to raise a point, then I'm making a speech, and so on and so on. It is at your own rules, at your own discretion. So setting it up will solve most of the problem here. And that's all for the evaluation today. In conclusion, you have persevered throughout your speech, you are being resourceful, and what I'd like you to work on is being more assertive and don't give too much time to the audience. And lastly, to challenge yourself, maybe you should set up house rule before beginning a speech instead. That's all from me. Back to you, Chairman.
Yeah, I agree with what you said on the crowd management part. Sometimes when it starts to lose a lot of control, you tend to lose control yourself as well. Did you feel like there was at one point that you felt like you don't know whether to come here or go there? Right? That's what I observed from that. So in order to better manage the crowd, use the microphone, that's one. You have to be louder than anybody else. And next is to address them one by one. Not like every single one, but just calm each and everybody one down, like give them something, like just, I don't want to say it in a bad way, but like just say something to shut them up for a little while. Alright, I don't want to like say it in a very bad way, but yeah, okay, I'll come back to you later. This is a very good question, things like this. Okay? Alright, so thank you, Meng, for that one. And then we have finally come to the table topics evaluation. Here we have Elven. How many do you have to evaluate? Over to you.
First of all, let's start the time first. Thank you. Yes. A few disclaimer that I hope to make. The first disclaimer is that my advice is through my observation, and it somehow might be personal, not to say arbitrary, but a little bit personal advice. So you may reconsider again. However, my purpose is to help you to become a better speaker. That's all. there's one fun fact, I often wonder what makes a student stand not so close with student. It's because of this stage. So I want to get rid of this. So I just want to ask your opinion. If I stand here, would it be better or?
Yes.
Alright. To the first table topic speaker, Yan Siew, you have a standstill position where I truly admire that. Despite that you feel nervous, you did not move around. And standing still is a show of professionalism. Great job on that. For the area of improvement, I noticed that when you got nervous, your face would be like tasting a lemon. So you squeeze your face around. And that adds up my challenge to you. You have a very beautiful smile, which makes you more intimating to others, and that adds an extra point to you yourself. So define your path, and you have the advantage of using your beautiful smile to connect better with the audience. To the second speaker, Zong Yu, you gave an inspiring speech, which I truly admire also, because when I select my path, I choose dynamic leadership, and I also trying to learn how to deliver inspiring speeches. For the area of improvement, you may put your mic closer to your mouth, or else you can speak louder, and that adds up to the next challenge, which leads to an inspiring speech must be loud enough and it must be firm. To the next speaker, Midway, a great point that you stand here, and I imitated you. You make us closer to your speech and to your story. For the area of improvement, you may provide more hand gesture or stand still, as sometimes I notice that you put your hand in your pocket, and that makes us feel a little bit leisure and not connected with your speech. And that sets up to the challenge is I also noticed that you only face that side of the audience. To deliver a better speech, perhaps you may face to all the audience and turning your body to the audience. To the next speaker, Zhi Jun. For what I assume and what I have noticed in the first time that I met you, you wanted to be a CEO. And that's a great courage. You took a great courage to stand here to prove to yourself that you can do it. For the area of improvement, you may speak louder, and for the challenge, you may reduce horse fever, because sometimes, conventionally, a CEO can speak smoothly. So perhaps you can work more on that side. However, great courage and great improvement from the first time I met you. To the last speaker, Jing Zhe. Great advice. I must say it's great advice. You mentioned that be brave enough to pursue the right path even when you went to the wrong way. You came from science stream and you soon realized that it's not your path. And so you went to tourism, and that opens your library to the business world. For the area of improvement, I also noticed that you were a little soft. And once again, inspiring speech comes with a loud voice and a firm basis. For the challenge to you, I would like you to be more loud and more firm in your next speech. To close my speech and to close my evaluations, I'd like to take a quote from Yi Zhen. Yi Zhen mentioned one thing: when we face problem in our path, it's the process of shaping us to become a better person. I wish all of you to be resilient for what you have encountered in 2024 and embark on a new journey in 2025. Thank you.
Thank you, Elven, for the table topics evaluation, because usually table topics evaluation is not that simple, because you have to evaluate everyone in one go in less than 7 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes. So that is one good thing that you have done, is that you very thoroughly explain the points that are good and the points for improvement for every single one. And that means that you have been watching and you have been observing very closely at every single speaker. So kudos to you, active listening skill number 1. And then, according to the agenda, I think we have 2 more evaluations the table topic master and the third evaluator today. What are you again? Right. Hi everyone, it's me again. Now I will providing my evaluations to our first time table topic master, Shibly, which is doing active listening, level 0 check. And another one is Lim Yan Siew, the evaluation and feedback, Evaluator switch, level 1. First, Shibly. I would say both of you impressed me about showing your resilience in handling the audience and also handling the speakers those. Actually, you show your resilience in being humorous, and especially you can easily quote other people's thoughts with like the jokes about the Uncle Roger stuff. I forgot how to say it already, but it's like maybe like slap people how your mouse slap your back of right or something like that. And second, because this team meeting with new beginnings, you're good in to provide a relative topic about how people to express their feelings or their thoughts about anything like related to the new beginnings. For self-improvement to you can summarize every speaker's speech content. Perhaps like, today Aimaan say very good, and then Aimaan talk about he said about his favorite food. His favorite food is nasi lemak, and then he showed us how he loved his nasi lemak those. And you can give a recap about people's content. And then I'm not sure is it for me, for my personal view, or I feel for me now, perhaps my English is not good. I feel like the title is a bit bombastic and too long. You're trying to get and then what you want to say, and then you just, okay, the stage is yours. I think it has a problem because I see all the speakers are perfect and they can straight away know what they should talk. Spontaneously for me, I still in progress of learning. Because you can set a title, perhaps don't too bombastic or don't too long, so that like people can get like, especially for the first time to take the topics. And also you can also perhaps look at like Toastmaster Koon Yeat and then title Toastmaster Koon Yeat, you can recap the title. Overall, congratulations for completing your active listening. And for Lim Yan Siew, from your evaluations, also that you are very observant in Toastmaster Shibly's speech. You can easily like know about, and you found that you like about which part you like, and then you like to hear more about which part. Like the second example, being too short, and then you wishing to extend it or something like that. Also good. And second, you did well in summarize his whole speech. Also for the benefit of audience, for us to get more understanding about what Toastmaster Shibly is talking during his speech. And also you provide a summary about your overall. You talk about his goods and then his improvements, and then you summarize after you talk finish his goods and his improvements. It's all better understanding for him to know that what he good in and what he should improve in. And third, the way you deliver your feedback is very gentle. Like you give it I like how you provide your delivery method. You give it as like the audience view, not like the teacher view. Sometimes I also provide like teacher view, I don't know why. That's also I have to learn. One improvement for you perhaps is motivational. Yeah, I noticed that you have one word motivating is like looking for your speech. Perhaps you can add more like
congratulate him for completing his project, writing a speech in purpose. And then perhaps if he hit this project, he got achieved the project purpose, you can congratulate him for achieving the project purpose. Overall, you are observant and summarize. And also, I like the delivery method in general. And you'll never out of like providing motivational by congratulating the speaker. And congratulate for both of assignments and then the room. You can
Tonight, she like top MVP already. MVP already. She evaluated 3 people tonight. But she evaluated 3 speakers today, two for doing projects and 1 for doing the speech. So those congratulations. Big hat off to you. And then next, let's just go for the best evaluator voting section. As we just pick because we are running a lot behind. Running behind a lot, so let's go. Okay, ready? Everybody ready? Yes, shall we move on? Yes. And then next we will be calling for the technical role players. First of all, can I invite the grammarian of tonight, Iman Sofea, English teacher today. Y'all forgot the word of the day, right? Resilient.
Okay, so hi everyone. Can I hear you? Can all of you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so first of all, for the word of the day, quite a lot of people use it, which is great. Good start. Eugene, Shibly, Safura, Elven, and Chloe used it once. Zhi Jun used it twice. And our winner for tonight is Mr. Augene, who used it 4 times. Okay, so for the good selection of words, we have reclusive from Aimaan, Lim Yan Siew, who mentioned faced with a crossroads as well as volatile, and Kelly, who said something about leveraging the content. So I think the word leverage is really good and can be used in a lot of future evaluations. And so for mispronounced words, we have one. The word solace, S-O-L-A-C-E. I heard it being pronounced as solace, I think, but the correct pronunciation would be solace. And so for the other grammatical errors, okay, number 1, second speakers, third speakers. Since you are referring to one specific speaker, it's singular, so no S at the back. Second speaker, third speaker. Number 2, I promote it so much time. Time in this context is countable, so you're going to use many. I promoted it so many times. Number 3, I made the choice to went for an exchange program. After 2, you have to use the root word. So it would be, I made the choice to go for an exchange program. There's also another one. On number 5, pay my rental. Rental is usually the object you are paying for. The money you are paying would be referred to as rent. So pay my rent. Number 6, know who your audience are. Audience is a collective noun in this sense, so singular, know who your audience is. Number 7, digest what you are talking about. digest what are you talking about. What are you talking about would be used in a question. In a normal sentence, it would be digest what you are talking about. And after that, number 8, someone mentioned intimating. The correct word would be intimidating. But more intimate.
Intimate. Intimidating is
Okay.
intimidating.
So sorry.
Intimidate.
And what number 8 took a great courage. Courage is not talkable, so no need for just it took something took great courage. And last of all, I will provide in my evaluations. It should be I will be providing my evaluations. Okay, sorry for taking up so much time. Thank you.
Right, and then we have our art counter, Alyssa.
Hello again, good evening everyone. I hope you guys can hear me from here. My name is Alyssa and I'll be reporting my findings as the art counter for tonight. So we actually have 3 people who didn't have any total pause fillers, so congratulations on that. Allow me to announce them. The 3 people are Harkit, Harshini, and Vashifah. So congratulations to you. But let's hear what everyone else's problems with the everything. So first we have Zhi Jun. She has a total of 13 total pause fillers because she has 2 8 and 1 so. Next we have our Toastmaster of the evening, Koon Yeat. With a total of 5 pause fillers, he has 4 and 1 so. And then we have our, and then we go to our speakers, BeiJing, I hope I pronounced it correctly. He has 1 3 and 6 so, with a total of 10. And then we have Iman Sofea. He has 3 1 9 and 6 so. I also want to pronounce here, he actually said yeah a lot of times with a total of 5, so that makes him 24. And then we have Shibly with 3 1 9 and 6 so. Okay, oh wait, sorry, no, my mistake. He has 7 3 1 and 7 so, with a total of 18. And then we have Ikhtifar, who has gone home. He only has 10 with 6 and 4 so. And then we have Zhen. She has 7 and 1 so. And then again Harshini has 0. And then we have Chaw. As by now she only has 1 6 and 1 so. And then we go to Zhen, has 9 and 4 so. We go to Yan Siew, she has 6 7 9 and 5 so. And then we go to Safura, again I said 0. And then we have Meng, he has 6 and 3 so. And then we have Elven, who only has 4 and that's it. And then we go to Iman Sofea, she has 2 4 and 3 so. I'm sorry, I didn't really keep count for mine, I'm sorry. And Vashifah, as of now, she doesn't have total pause fillers. Again, good job. And then I'd like to emphasis on the new members. First we have Zhongyu. I'm sorry again if I massacring your name. He has 3 and 2 so, with a total of 5. And then we have Augene, who only has 1 and 2 with a total of 3. And then we have Zhen, who has concerningly 19 and 3 with a total of 12. And lastly, we have Inze. He has 1 and 2 N with a total of 3. So that's all for my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Alyssa. And finally, we have our timer, the Rolex of the meeting tonight. Vashifah.
So I'll start now. The meeting started around 7:30, and it started with the ASAA calling the meeting to order, and then followed by the opening address by Zhi Jun, around 2 minutes 48 seconds, followed by the Toastmaster of the evening, Koon Yeat, 1 minute 42 seconds. Now moving on to the project speech segment, Augene. He's taken like 6 minutes 20 seconds, no more time. Second speaker is Aimaan. The speech total time taken is 7 minutes 8 seconds, overtime by 1 minute 38 seconds. And then next one is Shibly, 6 minutes 33 seconds, no overtime, followed by Ikhtifar, 6 minutes 1 second, no overtime. Meng, 15 minutes 51 seconds, 21 seconds overtime. So moving on to the table topic segment. First speaker here is Yan Siew, 2 minutes 8 seconds, no overtime. Zong Yu, 1 minute 55 seconds, no overtime again. Third speaker here, Leow, 2 minutes 35 seconds, 5-second overtime. Then we have Zhen, our fourth speaker, 2 minutes 32 seconds, overtime just a little over by 2 seconds. And then we have Inze, our last speaker for table topic, 2 minutes 4 seconds. And then for evaluation segment, our general evaluator, Chaw, overall you took about 9 minutes. And then we have project speech evaluation. Our first speech evaluator, Leow, Zhen, 3 minutes 57 seconds, 27 seconds overtime. Zhi Jun, 4 minutes 30 seconds overtime. Lim Yan Siew, 3 minutes 3 seconds, just a little over by 3 seconds. Safura, Atan, our fourth speech evaluator, 3 minutes 24 seconds, no overtime. Chong, Meng, fifth speech evaluator, 5 minutes 30 seconds, just a little over by 2 minutes. And we have our project evaluation evaluator, Elven, 3 minutes 38 seconds, just over by 8 seconds. Then we have Zhen again for the table topics master evaluation, and the third
the timer report, we can hear that there were also quite some people that went overtime. So I'm just going to keep it short. So, University Malaya Toastmasters Club founded in 2007, and you guys, I just like stopped you guys a little bit. You guys have a DCP achievement as of now, 8/10. Now have a DCP point that is 8/10. You guys just need one more completion in level 1 and to attend COT2, and y'all got a full 10 out of 10 DCP points. So, expose president, push your members, because you are having so many new bloods coming in now. To complete level 1 is not a difficult task for you guys. So keep up on that one, right? And with President address, Zhi Jun has a very warm and welcoming sense that you acknowledge the guests, you acknowledge newcomers, you acknowledge people who were here for the first time. So great job on that one. You made us feel welcome. Then we have our TME, Koon Yeat. I just was thinking to myself, how come did you not introduce Toastmasters International? And then I was looking back at the agenda, I thought, okay, this is a lot, so it's okay that you skip certain parts for the meeting, but please just keep it as your tradition to introduce or to remember how we came this far. Right? We were founded in 1924. It was 100 years ago. So maybe some new members would want to know more about what is the history and how it all happened and how it all came to UN in this place in Malaysia. Right? How it became a club that is so welcoming, that is helping students, that is helping corporate clubs, that is helping literally anybody who joins Toastmasters International, right? So great job on that one, and you get straight into the agenda. In that part, it saves the time because you have very heavy projects. They have like you have one 10 to 15 minutes project there. So kudos on that one. That part is you guys need to know how to forego things in order to achieve something, right? So good job on that one. And yeah, you guys have 2 icebreakers and you have standing ovations. That is the Toastmasters ritual, where every single icebreaker that you complete, you will receive a standing ovation for finally stepping out of your comfort zone. And as a sign that fellow Toastmasters are welcoming you and encouraging you to move on to your following speech for your next speech and to something greater that you can achieve. Right? Congratulations on icebreakers. Then one difficult audience project. It was indeed very interesting. One thing I would say is interesting in a way, but it's also very difficult for both the evaluator and the speaker because you need to look at things from a very wide angle to see the whole situation. But great job on that one. You guys nailed it. And yeah, we have first timer, Vashifah. You have backup for your hiccups. Hey, that's right. You have backup for your hiccups because I noticed that Elven was helping you, and I was like at that angle I could just see right through on your screen on your tablet that you had some few seconds that you went over, and then Elven was like helping you here and there. So it's okay. The more you practice on different roles, the more resilient you get in the future. So keep on that gung-ho-ness in you, that fire in you to keep going in trying different things or to see different things in Toastmasters. There's a lot of opportunities in here, right? And then we have Grammarian, Iman. Perhaps you can encourage or to remind the word of the day throughout the meeting here and there. You know, maybe like just because you guys are a fun bunch, y'all not like the strict corporate type, you know. So you can, like every single speaker before they start, you know, word of the day, things like this. Yeah, you know, you guys are a fun bunch. You guys can do a lot of this silly stuff that I wouldn't mind because I know I'm the type of person that I like fun. So yeah, maybe you want to encourage people to use it too, hear people soft clapping or some people cheering, oh, you know somebody who's resilient, so you write down that way can be, that one is something that is easy. Okay, then we have first time table topic master, Hashini. You check in with every speaker before they begin. That is something that, I don't know, it's like to ease up their feeling before the impromptu speech, before the table topics. That is something very, very thoughtful to do. In a way, it's very thoughtful because table topics is impromptu. The moment you get called, like our friend here, you got called, and then he was shocked, and then when he came up here, you asked him how you're feeling, and then he said he's anxious, and then you try to calm him, right? And then I would also agree with what Zhi Jun had evaluated you, is that your titles, the table topic titles, are slightly lengthy. So if you don't have anything for the speaker to refer on a title on, try to keep it short and simple and easy to understand, right? And that way your audience, your speaker can understand it better and they can better process the question, because the longer, the more words they have to remember, the more content they have to come up with, right? Okay. So that's my evaluation for you, a little bit of suggestion. And then counter, we have Alyssa. Is this Alyssa's first time doing? Yeah, okay. First time counter. Right, you have good encouragement for people who does not have crutches. So that is one great thing about what you can do as an counter. For the total amount of crutches of the person, I personally think that you can skip that part. Or perhaps if you want to use that, also I would suggest you to like change it up to announce the most used filler words through the meeting. Yeah, instead of who spoke the most, try what word was spoken the most. Right? Let's say like the word so was spoken 43 times throughout the whole meeting, or the N is spoken, it was said 58 times throughout the whole meeting, something like that. In overall, we are running a little bit late, out of time, and yep, I would say that I enjoyed this meeting tonight, and thank you so much for inviting me, Elven.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
And I was supposed to be here like the previous meeting, but I didn't get to. But yeah, finally get to be here, and I get to see a lot of young blood, and you guys are full of energy. You guys are like ready to achieve what Toastmasters can provide. So I would really hope that for new members or members who just started their journey in Toastmasters International, do experience further with Toastmasters International, not just in UM itself. Do go visit other clubs. There are so many different clubs, let alone in just District 51 itself. Neighbor, touch and go. Ask Cheezen always go touch and go one. That's how I met Cheezen is, if you want to visit other clubs, hit up Cheezen can bring you around.
Your club still holding?
Oh yeah, my club, yeah. Speaking of that, my club is having meeting on this Thursday, Sunway Toastmasters Club. We are different from Sunway University Club, different. Sunway University is Uni Club, Sunway Toastmasters Club is Community Club. So we do meet in Sunway University in the campus itself, but our members are not students. I mean, not all of us are students. There are still students in the community club, but yeah, we are not really club.
This Thursday, what time?
This coming Thursday is 7:45 p.m. We also have a special sharing session by Toastmaster Tamizi Raza. If you guys know him. Yes, Touch and Go's mentor, club mentor. So he will be sharing his journey, his inspiring journey as former CFO to what he is now. So if you guys are curious on what your career path or what his career path is like, I welcome you to visit Toastmasters at my club, Sunway Toastmasters Club, on this coming Thursday, 9th of January 2025.
is the winner for our ever topic?
You want to guess lah? You just show only lah.
Okay.
You just announce only lah. No need show, no need guess lah.
Since time is running out, I will just announce it. For the best speakers, our first master Ikhtifar.
Okay, next.
The next one is will be our best ever topic speaker. Okay, our best topic speaker will be Yin Zi. And then I think me also.
Okay, next.
And our best evaluators will be Safura.
Yay! Oh, balik already.
So, last but not least, we'll have a appreciation for our G.
Ah, you want me to come down a little?
Thank you. And that's all for our proposed ceremony. Now I'd like to pass the stage to our sisters.
Thank you to Koon Yeat for the 2.5-hour hosting the world meeting. And thank you to everyone. Thank you for our Managing General Director, Toastmaster Kelly. Wow, very surprised you do a deep research on our club.
Oh, no, I just so happened I was talking to Safura, and then Safura was like, hey, what division is this, huh? And then I was just going on, and then I saw like, oh, okay.
Thank you everyone for every speakers, every role players for contributing for this meeting a success. And hope you have a happy 2025. For those who are busy with tests and assignment, tomorrow test. All the best in your assignment, your test, and then in your upcoming final also. And wish you a very early happy Chinese New Year. For our, do you like to announce anything?
Yes, thank you so much. Hello guys.
Thank you for coming, Kelly.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Alright, drop me down the message of invitation to Sunway just want to come this Thursday. I'm quite interested.
Oh.
Yes. Alright.
Okay.
Guys, one announcement. I know you guys are in your assignment week. What if we do one last meeting on next week for physically for this semester? Are you guys okay or you guys will come? Okay, wait, she's a wait. Wait, show me a hand if you can come or if you want to come. Okay, instead, show me a hand if you want to come. 3, 2, 1.
What's the date again?
Next Monday.
Next Monday, 13th.
Yes. Okay, show me a hand if you do want to come. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Sorry.
Because I want to leverage on the physical time where we can do online do physical speech instead of online speech. So okay, why not? Okay, I will drop a message in the group. As soon as I get around 10 to 15 comers, and whoever want to book speeches, contact me. Hashini, I saw your interest. Thank you. And pass it back to you.
Okay, so the Elven will drop a question, and then who wish to come, and then you may drop a yes. Okay, here are our planned upcoming meetings. We will stop for a month. Except this one we discuss later. Besides this, we will stop for a month for our members to prepare for the final exam. Then we will resume our meetings online during semester break. And then here are the upcoming meetings. And if you feel like you are not free to prepare your speech during the lecture week, so you are encouraged to book the speech slots during the semester break. And then, speaking of the club visiting, we plan to do so. We have makes an initiative in contacting some clubs like Touch and Go Group, and Deloitte, and Tasi Toastmaster Club for joint meetings. Here are the confirmed one is we have a Touch and Go Toastmaster Club joint meeting on 23rd April at Touch and Go Sendirian Berhad. But only those who renew lah. Those who did not renew, then you don't have the opportunity lah. And also we are still approaching to Deloitte and some clubs. We also approaching some clubs, Deloitte and Tasi, and also myself. Or if any clubs here want opportunity to have a joint meeting together, so maybe we discuss together after this.
Sunway very hard one. You guys need to have.
I repeat again now, who want to complete the Triple Crown Award, level 2, 3, 4 or level 3, 4, 5? So complete by 30 June. You'll receive a pin, Triple Crown pin. And then if you have any feedback or Q&A, kindly scan the QR code. And if no more announcement, then we will continue. And then for those who are interested to be the club committee member, for disclaimer, you'll be the club committee member is something, the concept like the executive. Not like you'll be the club committee member, you must be the exco or for next term for what lah. But if you wish to be the exco for next term, it's a good opportunity for you to explore the roles.